change the offense with that out of it and adjust to the personnel that you have?
Yeah, we're not at that point, Zach. You know, we're still doing the evaluation process, so it wasn't. We weren't into game plan mode where, hey, how are we going to get Mac the touches and you know, how do you get D-Jack the touches? Where's the shine coming in? How do the tight ends factor in and all that? You know, so it's, you know, with him being injured so early, I think it was the second practice for us. It wasn't one of those where, hey, let's throw this out. You know, we're still in the insertion part of what we're doing offensively, so you know, we haven't gotten to that point yet. So.
You talked in April about using. You talked in April about using 3 tight ends. You did some of that today. I mean, obviously it's going to be. I don't know how big of an offense it's going to be, but was that just a coincidence that happened to be today?
No, it was just being installed on day 4. So.
Yeah. And how do you? I mean, when you see that, how do you like how that looks and how that works? And I mean, it seemed like Zach was doing a lot of stuff outside. He did that in Stanford. Is that?
Yeah, he's got. Zach has a little experience doing it. You know, Casey has a little experience being a move guy. If we were going to play a game today, I would say Brunt would be our tight end, and you know, our H-back type guy would be Casey, and then our outside guy would be Zach. But that doesn't mean we can't line up with 3 tight ends right next to each other and have 3 on the line of scrimmage. You know, we ran 1 or 2 formations with those guys, and today was just an introduction. And again, being day 4 for install, it's the first time we got that personnel group on the field. That had been done, you know, last June when we put our installs together. What we got to do in camp. So we'll continue to take a look and see where we're, you know, see how it evolves. You know, and like everything we're doing is it's got to be a personnel-driven deal. You know, let's play to their strengths. And as we keep finding out every single day when we get on the field, what do they do really well, and then how do we action with that is really what we're trying to do.
Chip, do you wait till you're getting ready for the first preseason game to really install the stuff that you want to use, and when will that be?
Now, I think we have a unique situation, Howard, with the first preseason game, because a lot of times when you're getting into that game, you spend some time during the week going over what their looks are, but the unique thing is, you know, I talked to Bill this morning, we were on the phone for about an hour just going through practice. We don't have to install the Patriots look because we're going to face them in practice, so it's a little bit different first preseason game than normal. In the game plan aspect of it is really we're going to spend a couple of days practicing against them and then go play a game on Friday. So you know the same guys that were going against each other on Tuesday and Wednesday are going to be going against each other on Friday night. So it's a little bit different from that standpoint.
Well, what went into that? I mean, it's just if you can play a game, yet you guys are going to know each other before you even get to the game.
Yeah.
Not that it makes any difference at the preseason.
But I think it helps you. I think from that standpoint because you don't have to spend a lot of time having your players learn the Patriots' offenses. The Patriots' offense is going to go against our defense, and our offense is going to go against the Patriots' defense. You know, we're not playing them in the regular season. They're not in our not only they're not in our division, but they're not in our conference. So you know, the only opportunity you'd ever have to see them would be the last game of the year. So I've known Coach for a while. I got a lot of respect for him, and I think it's a great situation for I think both teams. You know, he's done it in the past. I think he did it with the Tampa Bay and did it with the Saints. So he's got some familiarity. When I talked to him, familiarity with it, and when I talked to him at the combine a little bit about it, I thought it was a good idea. So.
It sounds like you'll put a lot of weight into what you see in those preseason games, and usually the 4th one is a time when guys rest theirs. Do you think you'll have to carry it out into the 4th one? You might play.
I hope not. You know, I really do. I mean, I'd like to get this. We'd like to get this done as soon as everybody else wants to get it done. But again, if you don't put people in live situations, it's tough to really see where they are. You know, I know I made the statement. Everybody gets a big kick out of it. That a quarterback is like a teabag, but you know, you're not going to find out what you get until that rush is live. You know, when guys are just kind of jogging off, they got a red jersey on, and people can tag them. So you know, it's a little bit different game, especially from the quarterback standpoint. And, you know, we'll see it. You know, we'd like to get it done sooner, but again, we can't force it in terms of.
Doesn't that limit the evaluation though? If you're, you know.
No, because we're still evaluating now. But I'm talking about a final evaluation. You know, I mean, it's every single day we're out here looking at them in terms of what they can do and what they can't do, and how are they picking up what we're doing. So it's an ongoing process. But I believe the component of them being in a live situation is a huge part of it. Is it the sole deciding part of it? No. Like our decision won't be just made on how they perform in the first two preseason games. It'll be everything leading up to that, with that included. You know, it's almost like you're in college and you take all your tests and then you got a final. You know, so you know your entire grade isn't on your final. Your entire grade's over the course of the semester, so to speak.
Beyond the evaluation part of it, though, isn't there something to be said for continuity? If you have one guy decided on early to build the offense around him, and guys continue to be out there with him as you get towards the regular season?
Yeah, there is, but I don't think it's fair to err on the side of continuity. From a continuity reason, we're going to name him. You know, is that the right thing to do? You know, I mean, it's an ever-evolving game, and the one thing I do know about this is you better get 2 guys ready to go. in this league and in any league. And I had the same situations in colleges. I'm going to try to get 2 guys ready as soon as possible because the other guy's a chin strap away from having to go in the game. So, and a lot of times in whatever level you're in, whether it's college football or the NFL, quarterbacks go down, and you better have the second one ready to go. So, even if the decision is made after the first preseason game that this is our guy, it doesn't mean that the other guy's not going to get reps and the other guy's not going to get looks. So, but again, I understand the continuity part of it, and it makes great sense. But I think that's in the ideal world, but it's not the ideal world. We're in a quarterback battle. There's some other teams in this league that are in quarterback battles. Would it be great to have one guy right now that we could name and we could ride? That'd be great. That's not the situation.
Your 5 practice